वेलकम बैक टू वीकेंड आवर। माय नेम इज गौरव। नाम तो सुना होगा, चुतुरेस्ती। और अगर आप सोच रहे हैं चुतुरेस्ती का मतलब क्या होता है, देखिए वो कहते हैं ना, व्हेन इन रोम डू एज द रोमन्स डू। इसीलिए मैंने सोचा व्हेन ईटिंग अफगान फूड वी शुड ट्राई एंड डू व्हाट द अफगान्स डू। सो मैंने एक ऐसे ही वर्ड बोलने की कोशिश की। चुतुरेस्ती का मतलब होता है हाउ आर यू। और अगर आपका जवाब है आई एम हंग्री, देन आप सही शो देख रहे हैं, क्योंकि आई एम ऑल्सो वेरी हंग्री। और अब वक्त हो चुका है कि मैं और आप मिलकर खाना खाएं। इसलिए हम जाएंगे बामियान अफगानिस्तान में। इट्स राइट बिहाइंड मी। एंड बामियान एक्चुअली इज अ प्रोविंस इन अफगानिस्तान। तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि यहाँ पर खाना भी अफगान मिलेगा। एक छोटी सी जनरल नॉलेज की आपको बात बता दूं कि देखिए, जनरली लोग कहते हैं कि आज मैं यार अफगानी खाना खाऊंगा, या ये मेरा दोस्त अफगानी है। ये दोनों गलत बातें हैं। अफगानी वहाँ का खाना या वहाँ के लोग नहीं होते हैं। इन दोनों को आप कहते हैं अफगान। अफगानी सिर्फ वहाँ की करेंसी होती है जो हमें यहाँ देनी नहीं पड़ेगी, क्योंकि मैं तो फ्री में खाऊंगा। आइए।
Bamyan is actually it's one of the provinces of Afghanistan. It's the name. It says lighting star. It's a very well-known city of Afghanistan. Afghans, we have our own little, beautiful design of back, in Afghanistan. So I brought it from our traditional design and our traditional emblem of our style here, and because I want people when they walk through the hallway, I don't want them to think, oh, there's a restaurant, or what kind of food is it. The name says it, and the restaurant say it a lot.
When they gave this to me as the menu, I got a little scared, but no, only half of it is English, and then it's the same menu in Arabic, so it's not so big. And it's like a regular menu, very nicely done, I must say. So they've got appetizers, they've got kebabs, and then they've got rice. And I am going to have all of this, because you can't have an Afghan meal if you've not had their mantu, if you haven't had their kebabs, and if you haven't had their pulao. So एक एक करके मैंने सोचा कि सारी चीजें मंगा लेते हैं. I am now waiting for my starters to come in. So I have served myself the mantu, the oshak, and the broni. I'm going to start with the mantu. This is what I've been most excited about. तो ये फटाफट खा के देखते हैं. This is nothing actually but a dumpling with a little bit of a difference though. Okay, so there's a nice tomato-based sauce here, stuffed with chicken. So this is like a normal dumpling, but what happens is because of the use of this tomato sauce, the tomato-based sauce, it gets a heavy taste of the tomato in it. So it tastes like, a rawish tomato paste over a chicken dumpling. I've got to say, it's got a bit of herbs as well. So it's a newish taste. And if you ask me, do I like it? Yeah. I'm going to move on to oshak. It's another form of dumpling. This one's filled with vegetables. And there's a little difference between mantu and oshak. And that can be seen when you see the sauce on top of it. So it's more or less like the mantu sauce. It's a tomato-based gravy. But what is different here is that this also has lentils. यानी कि इसके अंदर दाल का भी इस्तेमाल किया गया. Now we've got to actually take a bite of this and figure out. So I had the chicken mantu, and this one is the veg oshak. If you're a vegetarian and you're looking for a good dumpling, I think oshak is something that you're going to love. Now this is actually a dumpling that's filled in with cilantro and leek, and it's topped with tomato-based gravy, and the dal in it, the lentil in it, is doing the magic. If you ask me, really, I would rate this above the Chinese dumpling if you're a vegetarian. This has got so much taste, so much flavor. So it's time now to have the eggplant burani, and I've been told people love to have their burani with the bread. But I'll tell you, this bread is amazing. This is thin, fluffy, and very crunchy. This is the kind of bread I really like, and Afghans, of course, make fabulous bread. I'm going to have this bread with the burani. So here you place this over your bread, and your burani is ready to eat. Nice crunchy bread as the base. On that, there's a fried eggplant, and that's topped with some herbs, some spices, a little bit of olive oil here and there, and on top of that is some dried mint. This is fabulous taste. I love it.
We have our special spices that we make in Afghanistan. I mean, and it's only we purchase from there. Our kabuli palau, all our grills, like kebabs and stuff. Or at night we bring the meat and we marinate them at night, and the next day it's ready to make. And it's I mean, you have to have it before that I tell you how it is. So it's good.
Okay, so serving yourself some Kabuli pulao is a task in itself, but it's a task that you will definitely enjoy. This looks like a lovely shank, and the meat very, very tender. Just my fork going in is enough to slice it out. I'm using a knife only because I'm used to using a knife. You don't really need to use that. Okay, so like you can see, this is a huge portion. If you were an Afghan, you would finish the whole thing. I can also finish the whole thing, but not after what I've already had. So here it is, the famous Kabuli pulao. Now I've got to bust a myth before I have my first bite. Kabuli pulao is called Kabuli pulao not because it comes from Kabul. Kabuli here is very similar to the Hindi term Kabiliyat. आप किसी चीज के काबिल होते हैं, so this is Kabuli pulao, यानी कि this is supposed to be very good pulao. This is what I understood. अगर आपकी अफगान नॉलेज मेरे से ज़्यादा है तो मुझे भी बताइएगा. Right now though, it's time for my first bite of the Kabuli pulao. Rich, tender, and really well done lamb. You bite into the lamb and then you get some very, very rich rice. Now this rice is very aromatic, and then while you're having a bite of this, you suddenly bite into something very sweet and you realize, oops, that's the raisin. Even the carrots here are slightly sweet, but this in totality is a fantastic taste. Ye hua na pulao. Now making Kabuli pulao is not simple like making any other pulao. इसमें थोड़ा सा preparation जाता है. This is a bit of an art as well. इसमें पहले चावल पकाए जाते हैं. उसके बाद जब चावल पक जाते हैं, इसे एक ब्रॉथ में अलग से पकाया जाता है, इसलिए उसका ब्राउन कलर आता है. उसके बाद जो है लैम को भी बेक किया जाता है. फिर एक राइस रखा जाता है और उसके ऊपर स्प्रिंकल किए जाते हैं रेजिन्स और कैरेट्स. तब जाकर कहीं आपका बनता है काबुली पुलाव. Now more or less इसका स्वाद जो है थोड़ा सा मीठा होता है. That's why it's also served with a little bit of tomato sauce. Now this is a very different sort of tomato sauce. This is very spicy tomato sauce. So I'm going to have the very spicy tomato chutney with the Swedish Kabuli pulao. Okay. This chutney is really spicy. But when you mix it up with the Kabuli pulao, it gives you a very nice taste. So it's tomato, a little bit of garlic, lots of chili, and it's combined with this pulao. I think you must have it with the chutney. Now this has been a fabulous meal, and this has been one of those meals which unfortunately I have not been able to finish, but there was no way I could have eaten so much. But here's some tips if you want to eat at Bamyan. Now this is one of those restaurants जहाँ पर आपको कई सारी veg possibilities भी मिलेंगी. So if you're a vegetarian and if you want to have Kabuli pulao, you know, it's not something that is available everywhere, but if you come here, they have a veg version of the Kabuli pulao as well. They've got a lot of people who come in and ask for vegetarian food. So for all you vegetarians, this might be a good place to come and try out some great Kabuli food. And if you're not a vegetarian and you eat non-veg, you will love what you eat, just like I love what I ate.
If somebody doesn't have time to come in and to the restaurant, we made a very affordable prices, which is 27 dirham per dish, 3 dishes. You know, we have dessert, we have entree, and then we have a drink with it for 27 dirham with a freshly made baked bread every day.
For the first time I came here, but every time I'm gonna be, because the food is amazingly delicious. Yeah, I love it.
All of food, I believe, very nice. everything's nice.
पावमेदी दीदार, इसका मतलब अफगान में होता है सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम। एंड वो बोलने का वक्त आ चुका है, क्योंकि अब मैंने खाना वाना खा लिया है। अब मैं यहाँ से निकलूंगा, एक और रेस्टोरेंट ढूंढूंगा और अगले हफ्ते आपसे मिलूंगा। तब तक बस एक ही बात याद रखिए, नो सवाल नो डाउट, सबका सोल्यूशन वीकेंड आउट।
It's a K Company production.